Hey everyone, this is DaGadgetGuru. Today, I kind of want to talk about another way to be a better Yu-Gi-Oh player. um, this came up when I was dueling with some friends, and one of my friends had a question about Thunder King versus a Synchro Summon and such and whatnot. And so I told him that it can negate it because it's an inherent special summon, and he was like, "What's an inherent special summon mean?" And I found out a lot of people don't know what this means, so I figured I'd do a video on it and kind of explain it. Right now in this format, there's a lot of cards running around like Thunder King Ryu, Black Horn of Heaven, lots of things that negate special summons. So I thought I'd touch on those and maybe show you a couple examples of inherent special summons, a couple of examples of non-inherent special summons, and whatnot. The first example of a inherent special summon is Cyber Dragon. Okay, let me explain an inherent special summon to you. An inherent special summon is a card that can special summon itself when certain conditions are right. It doesn't special summon itself when something happens. It just says, if this is right, you can special summon this card. Examples are Cyber Dragon. It says when your opponent has a monster and you do not, you can special summon it. Dark Arm, when you have 3 Darks in the grave, you can special summon this card. Judgment Dragon, when you have 4 or more Light Swords with different names, you can special summon this card. Those are all inherent special summons. Their effect doesn't activate, so it doesn't use the chain, so it can't be Divine Wrath or anything to that effect. First example is Cyber Dragon. Second example is Jester Confit. All he says is you can special summon this card from your hand. That's it. He's an inherent special summon. He's just like, oh look, I have him in my hand. Nope, he's on the field. It doesn't activate. I just place him and play. These are my 2 best examples because they just say special summon this card. A little bit more in detail, inherent special summon card is Lava Golem. It says you contribute 2 monsters to the opponent's side of the field to special summon this card. Lava Golem's first part, Lava Golem is an inherent special summon. You can solemn him. Sorry. You can solemn him, you can Blackhorn, you can Thunder King, you can do any of that. You can do the same with these. These are all solemnable. Wow. Okay, sorry. Solemnable, Blackhornable, Horn of Heavenable, Thunder King Ryuable, etc., etc. You can kill all these with those cards. Another type of inherent special summon is one that's used a lot today, and that's a Synchro Summon. This is an inherent special summon because it happens when the conditions are met. The conditions for summoning this card is 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners to equal the level. So that means when you have the tuner and the non-tuner, you send them away for this. That's an inherent special summon. You're special summoning this when the conditions are correct, just like these. Just like this one, Lava Golem, and this one in Lava Golem, you have to send cards to the graveyard to do it, but it's still an inherent special summon. Basically, you can solemn a Synchro, you can Thunder King Ryu it, etc., etc. You can kill it. You can kill all these cards with Thunder King Ryu, Solemn, etc., etc. They're special summoned, not using the chain, by their own effect. Or, well, technically this isn't an effect, but yeah, you get the point. Now I'm going to explain a non-inherent special summon. A non-inherent special summon is a special summon that uses the chain. It special summons the monster when something happens. One good example of that is Tragodia. It says, when you take damage, you can special summon this monster from your hand. Non-inherent special summons will say, when such and such happens, special summon this card, or when such and such happens, special summon a card, etc., etc. Those are non-inherent special summons. They're being special summoned effect that activates because something happened to activate the effect. This non-inherent special summon cards are not able to be Solemned, Horn of Heaven, Black Horn of Heaven, Thunder Kinged, etc. So you can't Thunder King Ryu a Tragodia or a Gorse because it's special summons when the effect resolves. Another good example are Searchers. Giant Rat, Mystic Tomato. I mean, any searcher works. This says, when this card is destroyed as a result of battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a monster from your deck. That's the monster special summon by Giant Rat. Like if Giant Rat gets killed, and I special summon another Giant Rat, you cannot Thunder King Ryu the new Giant Rat. It's a non-inherent special summon. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of explain inherent special summons versus non-inherent, and how you can tell them apart. So basically, briefly, to wrap up, you can tell if it's an inherent special summon effect because it won't use the chain. It'll just say you can special summon this card when blah. You know, when the conditions are right. These deal with conditions. These deal with events. These require something to happen to special summon them. These do not. These just say, hey, when this is this, you can do this. These say, when this happens, you can do this. So that's the difference between non-inherent and inherent special summons. So I hope I made that clear. If I didn't, let me know, and I'll try and clear it up for you. Alright, this has been the Gadget Guru, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.